Welcome to our lovely Midwest springtime where you hear the sump pump, the furnace, and the flickering of the indoor kitchen lights because the sunshine hasn't shown itself in a little while. I am going to show you Stephen West's version of how to do a yarn over into a purl stitch. I'm starting with a yarn over from the other side. We're on the wrong side right now. So I've started with a knit stitch here. Normally what I would do is loop my yarn around, come through, and do a purl stitch. Now with his method, what you do is you bring the yarn to the back rather than to the front, put the right needle through the loop, bring the yarn to the front, and then purl with that yarn. So then you have two loops. Now his theory is that this loop is just a little bit tighter than a yarn over going into a purl stitch, which can tend to be a little bit floppy and loose. So again, let's try going from purl to purl. So we have a purl and we need to bring it around and through. Now if we do his method, we have the yarn in the back, we put the needle through the front of that loop, bring the yarn in front, and do a purl. And again, we have two loops a little bit more tightly knit. Now if we're going to switch to the other hands, I'll do this as best I can because I'm pretty used to knitting continental these days, but knitting English style, we'll go from a knit to a purl. It's actually easier. So here we have a yarn over that we're going to go into, and usually what you'd have to do is give it an extra little twist there to get that yarn over and purl, and that can be a little loose there. So his method, again, let's take that out, is to have the yarn behind, stick the needle into the front of the loop, bring the yarn in front, and do your purl, and there you have it. You have your two loops. Although that does not look right. Let's try that again. Let's go back up here, put that back. Okay, we have our yarn in the back. We bring the yarn to the front after inserting the needle and bring it through. And we have two loops there. Again, let's keep going purl to purl. We'll go up here a little bit further to another yarn over. Okay, so here, rather than having to go around to make that loop, we're going to bring the yarn in back, insert the needle through the front of that loop, bring our yarn from the back to the front, and purl, and bring that down. So we have the two loops there. So that is making a yarn over into a purl stitch.